Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to learn the chapter infinitives. It is given in your book and this is the new topic for you all, but it is same as the others. Yes, infinitive. Now what is infinitive? Do you know what is the verb? Yes, we all know what is the verb. We all have studied verb in the parts of speech, verb in class 5, in class 3, in class 2, right? So, verb is any form that, any word that is an action word in a sentence, right? So, infinitive is not a verb, but it is the base form of a verb. It says what the verb is doing, why it is doing. For example, if I say, the girl is going. Where is she going? Why is she going? All this will be highlighted by the word infinitive. Now let's see what infinitive is. Now let's see the definition. The definition is the infinitive is the base of a verb. Though it is formed out of a verb, it doesn't work as a verb. Now the infinitive is the base form of the verb. If you don't know the verb, you cannot learn infinitive. So for example, we'll revise what the verb is and then we'll switch back to infinitive. Now what is a verb? A verb is a doing word. What someone or something does, right? So the verb shows us what someone or something does. For example, I am teaching you, you are learning, you are listening, you are writing, the girl is dancing, the boy is dancing, the boy is writing. That is the verb. Now coming to infinitive, coming back to the topic infinitive. Now what is infinitive? Infinitive is the base form of the verb. It will always act as a verb in the sentence, but it is not actually a verb form. Now the infinitive word is used with or without the word to. Now what is the word to? We say to sing, to dance, to learn, to write, right? So before sing, dance, learn, we use the word to. Now what is that word to? The word will express you what tense the verb is. Is the verb is in the present tense, past tense, or in the past participle, or in the future tense. So that to word will clarify you all these things. Now the infinitive will be used with or without to. Now for example, if I say, I am going to the school to teach. So I have used the word to teach. Same way, how does an infinitive look like? How does an infinitive look like? It looks like a normal word. Like some words have the word to before it and some words will not have to. Some words will be used with the models like will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must. These type of words will use infinitive. Now what is zero infinitive? Students, sometimes to is omitted and when it is so, it is called a zero infinitive or bare infinitive. Wherever we don't use infinitive, that the word will be called as zero infinitive or bare infinitive. Now when the bare infinitive is used with the model words like will you pass the salt? Would you come to me? Would you come with me? Would you come along with me? Shall I talk to him? Should I comb your hair? Can I teach you? So all these words where will, would, shall, should, can, could will be there. Over there, the infinitive will not be used along with the word to. And wherever the infinitive will not be used along with the word to, that infinitive will be called as zero infinitive or bare infinitive. Coming to the next topic, functions of infinitives. Now what is the function of infinitive? Why do we use infinitive in the sentence? You might be thinking, right? So we use infinitives to say why someone does something. For example, if I say I am teaching you, you are learning, but why am I doing this? So that word will be described by the word infinitive. The word that will describe the reason that word will be called as infinitive. Okay. For example, if I say I study to be a good man, I study to be a better person, right? So why do you study? To be a better person, to be a good person. You bath. Why do you bath? To be healthy, to be hygienic, right? So why do you bath? The answer will be the infinitive. Let's look what is the main function of infinitive. Main function of infinitive is to use an infinitive verb, is to say why someone does something. Let's look at the examples. Giving the reason with infinitive. See, over here you can see I took a shower to relax. Why did you took shower? To relax. So the word is infinitive. Why did you took shower? To relax. I worked to make money. Why do I work? To make money. So to make is the infinitive. So what is the formula to infinitive? Formula to find infinitive is infinitive is equal to 2 plus base verb. Any base verb, and along with that we will use to. And wherever to is not used, only infinitive is used, that infinitive will be called as zero infinitive or bare infinitive. Now the to infinitive can also be used to express purpose. Now we all do something or the other thing with a purpose, right? You are studying grammar just now. You are studying infinitive chapter just now. Why? Why are you studying this chapter? Because this chapter is to be asked in your exams, right? It is to be included in your portion. So infinitive will be used to express purpose. For example, why do I work? Why do I work as a teacher and not as a doctor? Like, it's my choice. Why do I work as a teacher? But why do I work as a teacher? To earn money, to share my knowledge, right? So that purpose will be derived with the word infinitive, and the word to will be used along with that. Let's look at the examples. He got up to ask a question. He got up. Why did he got up? He got up to ask questions. Second example. They ran to help her. Why did they ran her? Why did they ran? To help her, right? And the third one, children go to school to learn things. Why do children go to school? To learn things, right? So all these sentences, look at all these sentences again. What do you find? You find a purpose in the sentence. A purpose is shown in the sentence, that why are they doing, right? For example, in the first sentence, what can we see? He got up to ask a question. Why did he get up? Second, they ran to help her. Why did they run? Third one, children go to school to learn things. Why do the children go to school? To learn things. Moving forward, second use of infinitive. When is the infinitive used? We already saw the first use whenever we have to show any purpose. So the second one is the to infinitive is often used after adjectives. Now what is adjective? We already learned adjective is a word that modifies a noun. So the word that modifies noun is called adjective. So the to infinitive is used along with the adjectives or after adjectives to express feelings or desires such as happy, glad, pleased, delighted, afraid, surprised, sad, anxious, impatient, right? So all these feelings are used to show with the help of the to infinitive. Now what is to infinitive in the sentences? Let's look at the examples. Number 1, I am very pleased to see you. Why am I pleased? To see you. So the word to see expresses the emotions, that I am very pleased to see you. So that the word to see is called as to infinitive. Second example, we were sorry to hear of his illness. We are very sorry to hear of his illness. Whenever we visit someone in the hospital or at someone's place, whenever he or she is not well, so we often use this statement, no, we were sorry to hear of his illness. So that describes the emotion of a person, that what he or she is feeling when he or she is getting aware about the news. So now the third sentence, she was afraid to go alone. She was afraid to go alone. So this sentence expresses the afraid of a person, afraidness of a person, scaredness of a person, how the person is scared. Now the fourth sentence, he was anxious to please his guest. He was anxious to please his guest. What is the feeling described by the sentence? Anxiousness, right? So that anxiousness is described by the word to please. Now the fifth sentence, Sanskrit is difficult to learn. Sanskrit is difficult to learn. So this will clarify you, this will express you. What will this sentence express? Like the word is difficult, like the language is difficult. So same way, infinitive will be used in many ways. So wherever we use to along with the verb form, that is the to infinitive, and wherever the infinitive is used with the verb form with or without to, that infinitive will be called as zero infinitive or bare infinitive. So students, I hope the video is clear to you and you are very well aware of the topic infinitive. Still, if you have any doubts, you can contact me, and after watching this video, you have to solve grammar exercise given in your textbook. Thank you.